Even now, if you talk about Ali to him, Joe would say, God punishing Ali because all the things he done, you couldn't win with Ali. When it come down to you talking, him talking, everybody gonna be on his side. Joe couldn't take that, and I don't blame him.
I've raised 10 kids, and there's always one child who can take a joke and another who can't. Muhammad could say something and just tick Frazier off, and Muhammad would be smiling about it.
It was like voices coming in his head. And I couldn't tell you who he coming from, because I don't know. But therefore, if you ain't got something right to say to me, then you better keep it quiet. Because I'm gonna peel off and hit you. Because it's just nothing for me to do but just walk straight, walk right.
After seeing Joe and Ali fight, at that time, I was never really what you call an Ali fan. I was a Frazier fan because I was sparring with Joe Frazier. Ali was fighting Bob Foster in Lake Tahoe. I was on the undercard. We went to the bar area afterwards. There was a little episode where I was taking the women away from Ali. And he said, I'm gonna get you for that. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Ali, who it seems to me has taken Kenny Norton more lightly in the pre-fight build-up here than any opponent I have known him to fight.
Howard himself said that this was going to be one of the greatest mixed matches of all time.
No, he never did well against punchers. But a guy like Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes, the boxers, gave him both awards.
I got in the best shape of my life ever for that fight. I mastered Ali and everything. I would watch his chest. Every time he started to jab, he would flex. He knew it was coming. I would catch it with the right hand, and as soon as the jab touched the glove, he'd fire back. Uppercut or jab. Each one that I tried worked. Not all the time, but 80% of the time.
Either Kenny Norton is a much better fighter than anybody thought, or Muhammad Ali has gone back a lot more than one could have reasonably believed.
Prior to the Ali fight, it was a very difficult time of my life. I was married, plus I was a little spunky. And so I got busted once. And so she decided to leave. I said, you can do what you want, but you're not taking my son. At that time, he was about 1 or 2 years old. And so she left, and I kept my son. At that point in my boxing career, I was not making enough money. There were times that a gourmet meal for me and my son was a hot dog. So I called my father. I said, I want to come home. And he said, son, if I help you now, I'll be helping you the rest of your life. Be a man. I can't help you. And that, I didn't go home. And 3 or 4 fights later, I had a fight with Ali. The first Ali fight gave me a chance to give my son more food, better clothes. A fight with Ali gave me a chance at life, period.
The final round, round 12. Good right, but that right hurt Muhammad Ali.
With Angelo Dundee saying I broke his jaw in the second round, they're telling a story that will make their fighter look invincible. That Ali could take unsurmountable pain. I broke his jaw in the round.
He knew his jaw was hurting, but he didn't know it was broken. So he's gonna keep it on going. And that's the man that comes out of him.
Everybody know what in shape for Norton fight. I was at a nightclub with Howard Cosell out all night before the fight. The press even wrote about how I wasn't living clean.
Muhammad Ali, Norton could beat him on any given night. I don't think he'd ever beaten Kenny Norton, to be honest with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Frank Rustich, 7 points Norton, 5 points Ali. There it is!
One of the greatest upsets of the game in boxing history.
In 1986, after I retired, I was on the way home, going up onto the freeway, and my car somehow went over the ramp on about a 40-foot drop. And that's all I remember for 5 years. I cracked my skull. I couldn't talk, couldn't walk, couldn't go to the bathroom. I was paralyzed for 3 years. But when I was in the hospital with my car wreck, Ali came to see me. And they said that I responded to be in the same ring with this man called Muhammad. It was just, to me, an honor, a lifesaver, career saver. And I can't thank him enough for giving me the chance.
I was afraid of Joe Frazier because you can't hurt him, I thought. I seen him beat Muhammad Ali and rest his head on his chest. And I said, no one does that. He conquered the man in that first fight. But I'm #1 contender. I had to face him.
When George Foreman hits you, it's like a Mack truck hitting you at 40 miles an hour. And when Joe Frazier hits you, it's like a Pontiac car hitting you at 100 miles an hour. It's a different feel to it, you know. But they both hurt.
Frazier has never taken this kind of punishment.
I didn't realize that he was that big and strong and powerful. I keep getting up every time he knocking me down. He got mad one time. Joe, would you stay down? Why don't you stay down there, man? I'm tired of knocking you down.
Frazier is being battered in Foreman's corner. Joe's about to go down. He says, fight is over.
Now, once a guy climbed one of those Mount Everest, he's conquered everything. It's the easiest time in the world to push him down because he's already made it to the top. After he'd beaten Muhammad Ali, there was not much left of Joe Frazier. I tell you, if I'd fought him 2 years earlier, it wouldn't have been like that.
The only thing I did wrong is sign that contract. That was the wrong thing I did, okay?
Once I became heavyweight champ of the world, and the way I'd done it, looking at the films and people telling me I'm the best fighter ever, never been a puncher like you, George. All those pat on the back and compliments, I started to eat them. Really. I faced Kenny Norton, who had even beaten and broken Ali's jaw and beat him twice, if you ask me. Frazier creamed him, knocked him down. So I figured, I'm gonna fight Muhammad Ali. He's the least of all those guys. He's older. This is gonna be the easiest fight of my life. I wasn't even nervous.
I had to trick him into this fight. I had to make the world think my legs were gone. He can't dance no more. Previous fight show where he stands in the corner. I did that on purpose, man. Can I dance? Is the Pope a Catholic? Is you colored?
Just like I thought Sonny Liston was going to rip Muhammad Ali apart, I thought George would do the same thing.
I figured I'm just gonna walk in and win this fight in maybe 1, 2, 3 rounds, knock him out. The most confident I'd ever been in a boxing match. I'm happy because for the first time I'm gonna have butterflies, I'm not nervous. This is what I always wanted from boxing. The bell rings, he comes out, lands a few shots, I land a good one. He tries to run, I corner him up, beat him whenever I wanted to. I thought this is gonna really be easy. If I can only get him into an exchange. Then after I beat him up really good in the side, and I said, come on. He said, no way, and covered up. And I remember I went wailing and wailing.
I didn't know what to expect, but when I saw it, Ali was just taking punches. Kidneys would swell, your body organs. I thought he could beat him down.
When you try to destroy a guy, you tense up. When you tense up, you burn yourself out. You only got 3 or 4 rounds in you. If you get past 5, you're fortunate.
Thought I was gonna get him, and that bell rung. It must have been about the 3rd or 4th round. He looked at me as if to say, I made it. From then on, it was a different fight.
You could tell Foreman was like frustrated. The worst thing punchers can do is sling their big punches and hit thin air.
I tried to get him, I tried to corner him, I tried every shot in the world, but he took and he started whispering, is that all you got, George? Is that all you got? And then I really tried to get him.
Look at Ali, continues to talk. Definitely serious. Tremendous combination by Muhammad Ali.
Ali played, tricked him, got into his head. Even when he throwing those punches at his body, Ali was blocking him. He was like this, because Foreman was swinging this way. Even when he's swinging up top, Ali had his hands out like this. And Ali was looking at it, pulling him to him. Is that all you got?
He is definitely headhunting with his right hand lead.
Ali could take a good punch because I used to hit him in the gym. A lot of the strategy that he was working on, I felt that he was going to do in a real fight. That is, throw punches back into the corner and let us bang it.
Bounce the head a little bit.
About the 7th round, playing around, dropping his hand, I said, I'm gonna get him now because I'm gonna drop my hands. And I heard Angelo scream, Muhammad, don't play with that sucker! And when I did that, he picked his hands up, and that was the last chance I had. He backed away from the corner, and I turned to spin him and hit me with a 1-2 combination. Left, right, boom! And the right hand caught me. I fell to the floor, tried to break the fall. When I was knocked down, I looked up in the corner because I was told never listen to the referee, find your cornerman. I raised my head up, I found Dick Sadler. He told me, stay down, I'm waiting. Then he said, okay, up, because you wait and let him count. When I jumped up, the fight was over. I was no longer heavyweight champion of the world. I was devastated.
He did it with such guile. It was so beautiful to watch it. I thought for sure he's going to be annihilated. And as the fight started to unfold, you could see what was happening. And then when it happened, it's like, holy mackerel. What a Hollywood ending. I mean, have you seen anything more Hollywood than that?
Probably the best punch of the whole fight was never land. Muhammad Ali, as I was going down, stumbling, trying to hold myself, he saw me stumbling. Ordinarily, you finish a fighter off. I would have. He got ready to throw the right hand, and he didn't do it. That's what made him, in my mind, the greatest fighter I ever fought.
If I remember rightly, George Foreman injured himself and they had to put the fight off, and he stayed in Africa. Well, I think they got a few tribeswomen or whatever, and I think he over-enjoyed himself. So he was never quite the same. When he got in with Ali just knew had too much for him.
We was in Deer Lake, and he was getting ready to fight George Foreman. And a lot of women were around. And I said, man, you got to be in shape. Take no chances with these women. And that's when he told me, shut the hell up. He says, I've been doing this. You don't know boxing. I know boxing. You don't tell me what to do. And I shut up. It went on about my business, But like he said, he knew what he was doing, and he did. Because he won the fight. Ali had so many people around him. So everybody had a little job to do that they can do for him. Howard Bingham, flashman, cameraman. Booker, he was a security guard. Lloyd Wells had a few girls come around. But I'm gonna tell you, man, the women that came to that camp, he had his pick. You hear what I'm saying? This man had his pick of the most finest women that I ever seen. And I was like, damn, why can't it be me?
Muhammad Ali had picked up something else along the way. I guess when he'd had the troubles with the draft, then he'd gone to Africa and people believe in him. You mean so much to us. He found something to fight for other than money and championship belts. And when that person finds something like that, you can't hardly beat them.
I proved that Allah is God. Elijah Muhammad is a messenger, and I have faith in them. And regardless of the world and the pressure, I made it an easy night because Allah has power of all things.
See, fighting ain't about how big and how strong you are. Fighting is about how patient you are. God had a way of getting George Foreman's attention.
I told you. I told you in the beginning. You couldn't beat us. But you're going to be champion again one day. When the prophet finished.
Next time, don't you be pushing on the rope. Let the men hang out there.
It wasn't him. It was God.
I'd come home and I was angry for a long time. I figured I'd been betrayed by my managers. I'd been given things in my water, the ropes were loose. I had all the kind of excuses that filled me with hatred and revenge. I felt like I'd lost everything, not just the championship of the world, but I'd lost myself as a man.
Foreman attempted a comeback, but that ended in 1977.
I fought Jimmy Young in Puerto Rico in March of '77. After the decision, Jimmy Young is the winner. I couldn't believe that. I went back to the dressing room, and as I was walking back and forth to cool off, started thinking, who cares about a stinking boxing match when I got money, I got cars? I said I could retire now and die. Couldn't fight it. It just started dominating my conversation. I realized I was about to die in a dirty old dressing room with all those homes I had. Right within my thoughts, I heard a voice say, "You believe in God. Why are you scared to die?" So I tried to make a deal with the voice. I said, "I'm still George Foreman. I can box and give money to charity and for cancer." And the voice answered me right back, "I don't want your money, I want you." And I remember the tears coming down because I knew that was it. My leg gave out of me. And I said, "Y'all, I'm fixing it." Before I could say another, I died. I was gone. Within a split second, over my head, under my feet was just nothing. I looked behind me and I saw everything I'd ever worked for crumble, like burn a piece of paper and it stands and you touch it and it crumbles. I was dead. Smelly old death. That horrible smell that goes along with it. I just got mad. I said, I don't care if this is death. I still believe there's a God. I just didn't believe in religion. When I said that, a gigantic hand just reached in, nothing, hopelessness, no more, and pulled me out. And I was alive in that dressing room again. Evidently, they had picked me up off the floor. And I saw blood coming down my forehead. And I hadn't been cut from the boxing match, but I saw it. My masseur, Mr. Fuller, I said, "Move your hand, he's bleeding where they crucified him." And I started screaming, Jesus Christ was come alive in me. And I fought 8 men to get in the shower and started screaming, "I'm clean, born again, hallelujah." They strapped me down there in an ambulance. And I said, "You just witnessed a miracle and you won't believe it." When they rushed me to intensive care, I lost a boxing match, but I was where I wanted to be in life. And I've been telling that story since.
Talking about a Jesus Christ, the true Son of the living God.
The first time that I ever stepped in the ring, I was in the Colorado State Penitentiary in Canyon City. When I got up in the ring and I looked around, I knew then that this is where I belong. It was like putting a rabbit in the briar patch.
How long were you in the penitentiary?
7.5 years.
You went there for what?
Second-degree murder.
It was a 6x8 cement slab, 1 blanket, no pillow, a bowl of spinach, and every 3 days you get a meal. That's the whole. I was still doing push-ups on a bowl of spinach. And when they put me in Privilege Max, where they was giving me 3 meals a day, I started doing 1,000 push-ups in an hour. When I was in jail, me and this guy got into a confrontation. He had a knife, I didn't have one. When he hit me with the knife, boom, and it hit a main artery going to the heart. So they had opened me up, cut me across, put all of my insides up on my chest, and 36 blood transfusion. Died twice on the operating table. But it wasn't my turn. God gave me another shot at life. When I got out, I was 28. I won the national AU title. I fought Dwayne Bobby and I knocked him out. He didn't move for 5 minutes. I wanted to be a pro. I wanted to be one of the guys. So my people sent me to spar with Ali, and I worked with him, I think, 4 rounds. He was a special person. He didn't try to take advantage. And then I left from there and I went up to Catskills to work with Joe Frazier.
Tell Frazier that this fellow's a good amateur and he's not out for no reputation. Give him a good little boxing lesson, but don't hurt him. But if you make Frazier look too bad, which I believe you will, because you're a good boxer, see, Frazier you'll hit him all night with those jabs that you don't hit me with, but you'll hit him all night.
People like what they saw. They saw the raw talent that was there that over the period of time would develop. I was 30 when I turned pro. I fought Ali 4 years later. The rest is history. I knew that was my time. I knew that this is the moment that I worked for. This is where I had to put it all together in one night. Ali was such a good fighter because Ali really didn't need a lot of room. He was sharp, man. He'd come over your jab. He could beat your hook. And everything I had to do was from right in here. I couldn't open up because if you open up, that's all he needed. Uppercut was my best punch. Bang, 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 and bop, bang, bang, and bop, bang, 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 bop. 10th round was a close round, but I think I won it because I was in the controlling position. It was 19 of us, 14 boys and 5 girls. And we grew up in the projects. We didn't always have a lot, but we cared for each other. We looked out for each other. I came from a family of religious people. My mother's father was a bishop. My mother's mother was a missionary. My father's mother was a missionary. My father's father was a bootlegger. I took after him, didn't I? They gave me 15 to 25. I'm in solitary confinement. I had this dream. I was fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. And guess who it was? In the dream. Ali. And when I got out, the things that I was doing in the fight, it was just like the dream. 11th round, I'm ahead on all scorecards. I was starting to move more, getting him to reach at me. And he caught me through it. He threw a right hand, pow. And it knocked me into the ropes. Well, I already know how to fight off the ropes. I learned how to do that in prison. I took some shots. But Hernandez, the referee, stopped it. I couldn't believe it, you know. I'm ahead on all scorecards. Come on, man. This is my moment. Am I bitter? Forget about it. I never took it personal. If it don't be no Ali, you think you'd be sitting there talking around loud? About what? But I'm still fighting. I'm just in the corner now. I'm showing them how to fight. I'm teaching them how to fight. I like trying to make a difference in their little lives in the boxing game. If I can shed a little light on some knowledge of the game and they pick it up and they use it and they take advantage of it, it's all good. That's what I'm here for.
It will be a thriller and a chiller and a killer when I get the griller in Manila.
I know, yeah. I know about it.
I got your conscience with me.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm gonna keep it on here in my pocket.
Hang on to it. Why not?
It's 15 rounds, and here is round 1.
I was ringside for the Thriller in Manila. 2 men let it all hang out.
Well, Thriller Manila was a heck of a fight. They both kind of died in that fight. Neither fighter was the same after that fight. Markedly so.
It's almost like a rerun like 71. It wasn't no easy fight trying to catch a guy, chase him, and fight. He was in front of me, running away from me. I caught him. When I threw my punches, I was down. I was there to fire. I've been firing from both legs and the arm. But then my right eye got closed, the left eye, I couldn't see out.
Frazier is hurt. It's hooked around both eyes.
And he'd see I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And he didn't want me to get hurt out that very. So he called me. And I'm not mad about it. Because I can see, I can drive, I can walk.
Boxing is a strange sport. You can overstay your welcome and you can get physically hurt, wiped out, devastated mentally. Your brains can only take so many shots to the head.
The Thriller in Manila was Ali's exit. He'd take that, he could be the president of the United States, because he's still sharp at this time. But like all fighters, and I'm no different, you want to know if you can still do it one more time.
Boxing saved me from being a professional killer. Because I probably would have been hitman because people I hang out with, that's what they did. I thought it was a glamorous life, you dress nice, lots of money, pretty women. I thought it was it. I knew all the guys that did, these guys' style. Handcuffed behind him, shot him in the head, threw him in the boot of the car, set the car on fire, whatever. I can probably name everybody who got killed, who did it. I got amnesia now, but but then I could. A friend of mine, he kept bugging me about going to the gym. I went just to shut him up. Man, I was always a big guy. And one of the top trainers in the area, he told me, put the gloves on. I did well, I could punch. The guy boxed me, but every now and then I get a shot in, go flying across the ring. He told me, kid, you might become a champion of the world, make yourself a lot of money. You never make the money to a poor black man. So he said he got my attention. I went home and talked to my wife. She wasn't too impressed by it. She said, you have a good job, got security. No, forget about it. But after a week of pleading with her, she broke down and said, okay, but if you don't make it, I'm gonna kill you.
Ernie Shaver, he's the hardest puncher I ever faced, and that's including for me. He hit me, man, and my feet just came, the ground came up and met me. I ain't never been hit like that.
Ernie Shaver was the hardest I ever been hit. Ali don't even hit compared to what Shavers did.
Ali, I don't think he really want to fight another puncher. So he said, well, you have to beat Boy Tiger Williams. And Boy Tiger Williams was an animal. I beat Boy Tiger Williams. Then he said, you gotta beat Howell Smith. He's undefeated. So I knocked him out. You know, he said, I gotta fight the guy now. So he gave me a shot. I knew if I fought Ali and did well in the gardens of all places, you know, it opened a lot of doors up for me. And Lord behold, I fought him in the gardens.
Opponent 19 times in the first round.
I really felt my heart, I would knock him out. All he said was pat in the second round. He would jab me once, he jabbed me twice. So when he jabbed twice, you know the next time will be one time. Here it comes. Bam, bam.
Right hand,
and I hurt him, but he really started faking like he really hurt. I thought he was playing really. He actually hurt. Ali was a very, very smart fighter. He knew how to con you in many different ways. I was born in a town called Garland, Alabama, in 1944. My father bought a mule, a white gentleman there. He was making like monthly payments. And yeah, in 1950, we had a tough year. Crops didn't do well, so we made the kind of money income to pay to keep the payments up. And the gentleman came to take the mule back. My father said no, because we needed to plow the fields and stuff. So he went to the barn to get the mule. My father pulled a gun on him. So he told my father, I'm gonna come back and get you, nigga. So when the claimant came back at night, probably about 20 of them surrounded the house with torches, and I remember the hoods and stuff. I do remember that very well. They searched all through the house looking for him, searching for him, but he was gone. My grandfather put him on the train and shipped him to Ohio. And they said, well, you tell him, if you come back and we're gonna let you, we're gonna get him. But he never came back. He got a job sent for us. It was the best move for us because we got a chance to go north and change our life by 1,000 hands. In 14th round, I hit Ali a good shot and I hurt him. His knee buckled. I got this guy now. And I figured at the 15th round coming out, I'm gonna finish him off. But Ali had to be recuperated. I mean, come out, this guy is unbelievable. He fought like his first round. The last 30 seconds was unbelievable. Ali came to turn around, turn the whole thing around. We were trading punches there. The whole arena was on their feet. Before I viewed the fight, I felt that I had won. But after viewing the fight, I know they made the right decision. He actually won the fight. Well, I thought, maybe I didn't push it hard enough. After me, he should retire. Because he took some shots from me, boy. It's unbelievable. I don't care who you are. You can't keep taking those punches like that from a puncher like myself and any heavyweight and not be effective over a long period of time. Even though I caught him on the tail end of his career, just his name got magic. If you do well with him, I couldn't have fought a better champ than Muhammad, and this changed my whole life.
It's really a great thing they're doing here because it helps a lot of people that's homeless. So we try to help them get back on their feet and help them communicate with people. My mom was on the welfare. Couldn't get a big old can of peanut butter. And that was our favorite because we had all the bread in the world, but we just didn't have nothing to go with it. We make the enormous peanut butter jelly sandwich because I used to have it on 3 stacks. Bread in the middle, bam, bam, bam. And I'd be like, thank you, ma'am. But that's the way it was. It was hard. In the project, they were pretty tough. I was the first child. And my sister and my brother Michael, they were small at the time. So I was the punching bag for all the guys in the neighborhood. My mom used to come downstairs chasing younger guy with 2x4. I hate to see that. I hate to see my mama protecting me, and then I started boxing. When I started boxing, everything changed. My fighting ability was so good that the guys didn't bother me no more. And then I started winning big tournaments. And when you win a big tournament, you can travel and go see the world. And I said, well, all I gotta do is beat the guys up, and I can go see the world. And the first time I got on a plane, I was number 16 or 17, and I was flying. And I was baby. I was a hot thing. God, no. Asked for cookies and it was great.
Leon Spinks, a gold medal winner at the 1976 Olympic Games in Montreal, is a young man on the move. Since turning pro, he's had only 7 fights, and number 8 will be for the heavyweight championship of the world as he takes on Muhammad Ali in Las Vegas. You didn't think he is an old man, though?
Well, any man is old when he's 36.
Spinks, incidentally, a tremendous underdog at 8-1 Las Vegas odds. So here we go for round 1.
I think Ali probably took him lightly. Leon's such a young guy coming up, and I don't think Ali felt he had a chance to beat him. And Ali probably didn't train as hard as he should have trained, but Leon came at the right time.
But he always had it hand out like this. Trying to pull me off, holding his hand down. Yeah, jab, 1, 2, pop, 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 pop. Roll, bam, bam, your body, bam, body, bam, 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 bam.
Big question here. Can Muhammad Ali, with 3 minutes to go and the final round coming up, come back and win this fight?
I knew that Ali always tried to come back in the 15th round. I mean, shit. I'm gonna hang with this motherfucker.
Okay, there is no tomorrow.
Now they're punching. Oh, he just got hammered. Spinks just got hammered with a right hand. And Spinks comes back with a counter. Another counter. Another. And there's Spinks backing up the champion. 8 seconds away or he's up. He's just hammered Ali. Ali looks like he's in trouble. He's leaning against the rope with 2 seconds.
When the bell topped the 15th round, I didn't really know whether I want to fight, but I know that I stood up and fought this man. And I said, God, please help me win this. Give me this. I don't care. You can take all of it, but let me win this one.
Harold Buck scores 144, 141.
The new Harold, I beat the motherfucker. Goddamn. Oh, shit. I almost started crying. And my brother came up, we grabbed each other, and then I broke wind or something. But them motherfuckers still picked my ass up and down. Oh, God. No. They killed me.
It didn't rob me. He did win the fight. I did lose it. It was close, but I did lose it. And that's not going to help me going around talking about it's not going to get the title back. We just admitted we strategy wrong. We made a mistake. We're all going to lose in life. We're going to lose our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, lose our lives, our eyesight, our health. And you just have to learn to live with these conditions and keep going.
It was really wild to me because he's my idol for a long time. And I was amazed. I was fucked up.
Liam, what'd you do after the fight last night? With whom?
At that time, everything going so fast for me. It really was. I was lost. I really was lost.
Do you feel you have any extra responsibilities as far as your image goes?
Well, I won't know. I just stepped in. I won't know until I get deeper into it. I made a lot of wrong judgments with things, too.
Heavyweight boxing champion Leon Spinks is in the Bahamas today, denying drug possession charges made against him early yesterday morning in his native St. Louis.
When I go home, the police stopped me. What's up? I ain't got nothing. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I ain't got nothing. They searched me up and down clean. I was clean. Then they took my hat off and found the cocaine folded up. And ruined my hat. And I think they mine. Everybody tried my hat on. When I went to court, I told the judge that it was not mine. I was heavyweight champion. Everybody wanted to try on everything I got. And then the women were trying them on, and then which is weird to me. Then the guys tried them on. Everybody loved to try my hat on. But I didn't have nothing to do with no cocaine. When I first won the title, Ken Norton said that I agreed to fight, but I never signed no contract. But Ken Norton tried to force it. Once you champ, you can fight whoever you decide to fight. And besides the point, I had promised Ali that I'd give him another shot at it.
The challenger of tonight's bout, the former two-time great champion from Louisville, Kentucky, Muhammad Ali, the greatest.
Here's the bell and we're underway. Round one.
Second fight, the referee let him hold on me, hugged me. I thought he wanted to kiss me. I'm trying to beat him to the body, but he leans all over my head, so that tires you out because he got all his weight on you.
Well, a good exchange. It's round 7 and Ali does his little shuffle and a grab moves it.
All he needs to do is survive to 15 and he's the next champion of the world.
For the third time, unprecedented, if he does it. Then he says he wants to retire. Retire as the first black ever to retire as heavyweight champion of the world. It's Ali!
Ali is the world heavyweight champion for the third time, and here comes the Ali circle.
I just went on there and shook his hand and said thank you. Because it's only one Ali. It's only one. You can try to copy him or be like him, but you can't be. You gotta just leave it alone.
A tremendous crowd of people are pushing their way in.
I says, I cannot go out on another loser. It's terrible. I should have quit after Foreman. I went too long. I took one too many. So that's why I'm so lucky today to be here, able to make these boasts, and now forever champion, to get away clean, to come back and get out and be able to say, I'm the first black man to win and get out clean.
I'm smarter than I am. But if I could write and read and spell as good as everybody else and got the college education, I want to be who I am. I was 13 years old, working in a rug mill, shoe shine shop, in the car wash, smoked some marijuana, got high. I was selling marijuana on the street. I didn't want to do that anymore. I said, I got to stop. And at that time, I was like 16 and a half, 17 years old. Quit, started boxing. All I had was some talent and a heart. Bam, bam. My trainer at the time knew Angelo Dundee. He said, we're going up Deer Lake, Pennsylvania to see Ali at a training camp. Ali happened to schedule the exhibition and no one was there for him to box. So he asked me, you want to box me? I said, no, I don't want to box you, man. I said, I ain't ready for you. You know, he said, no, I ain't gonna hurt you, I ain't gonna hurt you. We boxed 3 rounds. He didn't hurt me, but I ended up with a black eye. And that was something that I was proud of, that I could show off. Me being a sparring partner, me helping Muhammad Ali, that was even more of a thrill. It was like, wow, I'm with the champ. But it was a whole mess up there. Everybody was jealous and jockeying for position, trying to be closer to Ali than the next person. One time, we all drove back to Chicago to get paid. Ali went in the bank and called each person in the bank and paid them, came back. And somehow, somebody said, how much money you got? Well, I got 10,000. I got 5,000. Well, how did you get more than me? You didn't do this, and I was doing this, and I was doing that. I mean, they was arguing about who was getting more money than what. And my thing was, he didn't have to give you anything because he pays you every week. And it went on and went on and went on that way until I left. The last day was when he fought Chuck Weapon in 1975, when I got my last pay for $3,000. I said, I can't be a sparring partner no more. I got to go do my own thing. He wished me luck, and that's when I took off. And nobody gave me anything. Don King controlled my situation. They had me. I fought 1 year 6 times and made $700 after they finished with me. I wasn't supposed to be there. My legs was too small. I was just a copy of Muhammad Ali. I couldn't fight. I couldn't take it. But I proved them all wrong. 3 years later, I'm heavyweight champion of the world.
What do you think you do with Muhammad Ali if you got him?
Muhammad Ali is no question about Muhammad Ali anymore. There's no more Muhammad Ali. There's only one, Larry Holmes. Muhammad Ali has seen the bright side, now he's on the dark side.
I've had a 2-year rest, 2 years off. You're right. 2 years off, take what you say, and I'm gonna whoop home.
It's hard to say no to all that adulation. It's hard to say no when you're constantly in the public eye, when you're as revered as he was.
I will destroy homes, and I want you to play this thing over to the public and make me like a fool.
Money make you do strange things. Fight Larry Holmes, you get like $8 million. That's a lot of money, a ton of money. How many guys make that kind of money?
He wanted to do what he wanted to do, just like me, just like you.
Here comes Larry Holmes, the WBC heavyweight champion, a man who deserves recognition.
I put in a no-win situation. I beat him up, I beat the old man. He beat me up, I never had it. All the years that I was with him, I never heard him curse at me like that. I never heard him curse, period, like that, you know? Motherfucker, son of a bitch, kick your ass and we'll fuck you up. But he said all that, and I was, whoa.
Green having trouble getting the fight started. The bell for round 1. Wide-eyed, posturing Ali.
I wanted to bully Ali around like he would bully somebody else around as a sparring partner. You know, I'm the man. This is my domain. You know, just trespassing, and now you got to pay for it.
Good, right to the belly.
My thought was to go in and back him up, keep him up against the ropes, and make him fight, to make him wear out. It was concentrated on protecting himself. And I was able to just go straight in and just do whatever I wanted to do because there was nothing coming back at me.
Ali gets to his feet ever so slow for the 10th round. His left
You can see when Ali fought Holmes, he was shot. He wasn't the same fighter in any way, shape, or form that he had been in the years previous.
I was almost afraid to hit him in the body because I was in the camp with him many times that when he went to the bathroom, the word was he's urinating blood. And I didn't want to do that to him.
Holmes' corner keeps telling him to punish Ali.
He took advantage of an old man. And Larry Holmes said, I beat the heavyweight champion. Bullshit. You beat a man that was the heavyweight champion.
When Holmes had him in front of me, it was like hitting a slow-moving heavy bag. A heavy bag that once had skills, but the run was over. It was time to go, time to quit, time to call it a day.
I realize the legend that this man has been. I would hope they would stop this fight.
By Ali passing the torch to one of his sparring partners, it was time for him to step down.
I want him to quit like he quit, just like he did, sitting on the stool and me walking away.
You want to do it? This game's over. I'm the chief second. All right. I stopped the fight. All right.
I went to his room after the fight, and I said to him, man, I love you. He said, well, if you love me, why you beat me up like that, dear, And then when I left, he said, I will be back. I will return.
I didn't see any health problems in the future for him. I thought he was going to be okay. But of course, we all know that he's not okay anymore, that he has health problems resulting from either a predisposition to that condition or through boxing. Maybe it's a combination of both.
All this problem he's got now is nothing to do basically with Parkinson's. What they call it's Parkinson's syndrome. And I was with him, and he had his doctor with him, and as he went out of the room, his doctor explained to me, he said, because I said to him, boxing hasn't done this to Ali. He said, oh, Mr. Cooper, he said, what you got to realise, he got hit so many times on the back of the neck, some brain cells have been killed off at the base of his brain. It's these brain cells that trigger a chemical release. They're not doing that.
I think that boxing had some effects on him, but basically this Parkinson thing is something that's, whew. I've never seen this on any human being like it's affected Muhammad Ali.
At the time I saw him with Holmes, I felt more sense of relief than anything else. That it's finally over, and that people still remember him as a great champion, because there's too many great fights to remember. And the last one they had was kind of a sad ending, but they all knew that at one time he was the greatest.
You're not no champ. Look at you, you're losing. You lost 3 rounds already. Come on now, I hit you 4 times. It's worse, man.
Muhammad said, never feel sorry for me. He said, I'm great. But, maybe he may not feel bad, but the guy that fought him do, because you see what he's going through.
He put it on the line, brother. The representation that he gave to the black community will never be forgotten, no matter what.
I am the greatest.
It's just sad because, it's sad because, he's a great guy, and hoping that maybe he could live the kind of life that we live, I'd love to see him do that. Because he earned that.
The last time I saw him, he was sitting down at a table drawing pictures. I walked up to him. I said, Ali, let's do it again. He said that for a moment. And he slowly turned to me. And his eyes opened up. And he said, Norton.
He was here, it was a fundraiser. It was for Parkinson's disease. And they were taking pictures for different newspapers and magazines. And McLean's magazine took a picture of Ali touching my hair and him saying to me, hey man, you got some pretty hair.
Well, I saw him, he was out walking, and I was just elated. I would like to see him a well Ali for the rest of his days here. I would just hope that that happens.
He had a big heart, good chin, fast feet, fast hands. What more do you want? You can't get anything else.
I love Ali like a brother and like a guy that is a celebrity and like a guy who's done a lot for a lot of people. Ali was one of those guys that makes you feel good about yourself. He make everybody feel good, you know, everybody.
I look at Muhammad Ali today, especially, and I see a hero. Forget about some minority and all of that. This man was a hero to the world. And heroes, doesn't matter if they lost an arm or leg, they're still beautiful because of what they've done.
When I see him, he's love. Ali was all about love, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, he can't speak for himself, but we can speak for him.